Okay, boys. It's day 100, 130 or something. Jesus. Oh. Day 130. Where do I start? I just had a call with this guy, and in all honesty, basically I closed him, right? But to do so, I had to compromise because I was like, right, there's this other guy trying to do the same service as me. What I can do is, rather than throwing this lead away, I can get him under my wing and then get my friend who is struggling to get clients to basically run him for me, and I've got do it with him basically. So I'll run you through the call because it was good, right? It was so good. It was going so well. Like, the guy joined. He was one of those guys. I don't know if you've ever been on a sales call, right? He's one of those guys who joins the call and he's like so tentative. He's like a bit uptight, like doesn't really smile. He's just like straight faced. Like, I'm trying to make my hair look less zesty. Hold on, let me just sort this real quick. Right. Anyway, yeah, my hair is fucking shit. I need a haircut. Let's be real, boys. I might have to get the Dylan Latham Soul Spray. Anyway, what is this? It looks like a fucking. What is that, bro? Anyway, no one cares. So I was in the call and he joins and it was like relatively tentative. He didn't really smile. It was like I was just kind of sat there. I was sat there trying to kind of hype him up, right? Like being really charismatic, be like, yeah. So this. So we like going on his like his wants, his needs, trying to find out his current position, and being like, oh no, we can do this and we can do this. You have any question? I'd be like, yeah. So it was going so well, bro, so fucking well. The call lasted for an hour and 40 minutes, so that's probably down to my own thing for not pushing forward closer. But I was literally just trying to like get him to relive his pain of whatever it was, and then pushing on that once I could get there. But it was very hard to get there because I couldn't really get to him. I couldn't really get under his skin enough for him to really relive his pain. And obviously it's down to my own, because I'm sure if the best salesman in the world were to do it, he would be able to do it. But I had this, I kept trying to get in, and it was kind of giving me vague answers. It wasn't that vague. I got him to get there somewhat in the end, but it wasn't enough as I thought it could be. So anyway, he was so hyped with everything. I told him everything about the service. I was like, yeah, this is good. So we can do this. This is going to happen. Also, I work with short form. I've noticed your TikTok isn't doing too well. We have a whole process in place. In fact, I'm actually making a course on how to maximize your audience on social media, specifically on TikTok, in the next few weeks. I'm going to be releasing that. So, I mean, like, I didn't say it like this, but I basically portrayed that I'm one of the best in the industry of growing in the industry in regards to influencers growing accounts, right? I didn't say it like that. Obviously, that sounds fucking egotistical, but you've got to sound credible, right? And I was like, yeah, I work with these guys. Got these views. I get this many views every month doing this, and whatever. So he was so fucking hyped. He was so hyped. I got to the presentation. He was so fucking hyped. I was like, oh, bro, this sounds so good. Yeah. This. He was like, I finally got under him after however long it took. He was so happy. He was so happy with everything. He was like, oh, I've been wanting to do this for ages. I just didn't know where to go with it or how to start it. And you sound perfect. Like, you obviously do social media and this. You can do this. And then I have a setup fee. We have the setup fee, and then we have the monthly revenue share, right? So everything's run on the results that we bring them. And I got to it. I was like, "Do you have any more questions?" I said, "No, bro. This is sounding amazing. Like, this is sounding amazing. I wanna, yeah." Like, and then he asked me the price, and I was like, "Okay, I can't just go straight into price when he says what's the price." On questions, obviously, the next slide is fucking price, but I can't say the price like straight up. Can't be like, "Okay, so this is the price." I had to get him to relive his pain again and understand this stuff, just so we could. So I kind of just made him like not relive his pain, but understand where he wanted to get to in 6 months and what is stopping him from getting there. And he was like, yeah, stuff like monetizing my audience, doing this stuff, whatever. I was like, okay, and what's your current process to get there? He's like, I don't really have a process. I mean, I've got this thing and it's not doing great, and Obviously, I do a few other things on the side, but I think this is one of the things that I've been wanting to do for a while. I just didn't know the best way to move forward with it. I was like, oh, perfect. Okay, so do you have any more questions? He's like, no. Honestly, I'm really liking this. Like, and then I go to the next slide and bring up the price, and bro's just like, it's bro, he just kind of just started like attacking me, like not attacking me, but like going to war with me over this fucking price. It's like, there's a setup, there's a setup fee. I didn't realize it was a setup fee. I didn't realize this stuff. I didn't know. So I got that. Bro, like this guy was so sold on it. I was like, bro, I can just close this next slide, state the price, state what I'm gonna do for him with the price, and then obviously state the price. As I like, you say the price as you go onto the slide where you can see the price, and then just shut up and let him speak. And he's like, I didn't realize there was a price, and also I can't just put money down like that. And completely went from up here to like, so maybe it's my fault for selling him on something with him thinking that it's going to be free initially. But obviously, I've got to cover my back to do certain things. I've got to be able to pay people. I've got to be able to do stuff, right? And I need him to be committed. You know, I need like this stuff happens. So then we kind of just went to war on pricing for the next like 45 minutes. He was sold on the like monthly like revenue split. He was fine on that, but it was more so the fucking setup fee. So I don't know what to really take from it. I need to go back and look over the call, but I think I need to just realize that I'm clearly doing something wrong. Maybe he just simply didn't have the money to pay the price, right? Maybe he didn't have the money, or maybe I'm doing something completely wrong and I'm selling my stuff completely wrong. I need to be selling it like less so that he thinks that there's no setup fee. So they kind of they're like, oh, there could be a setup fee here. But then again, if they're so sold on the product and then they see the setup fee, as long as it's not like £1 million, then if they're that sold on it, it should be relatively easy to get them to pay the setup fee regardless, right? So I don't think it's not good to kind of like get on your own back about calls after you've done them, because every time you do a call, you come up with nothing but positives because you learn from it, of course. But yeah, it's just interesting to kind of look back on that and be like, okay, and now I can perfect this. I can perfect my craft now because I've learned this, I've done this wrong, I've done this, I should have said this, I didn't say this, whatever. So yeah, like it's just, I don't know what you guys are gonna think, because obviously I'm not gonna sit here and show you the call or whatever. But this hair is pissing me off, bro. I don't know what this is. Whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, I actually look like a goth, bro. What is this? Like, why is my hair sticking out like that, bro? Like, I've got some like fucking tidal wave coming out the side of my head. Like, what is this, bro? I need a fucking haircut. Jesus Christ. Right, go down. Right, you're gonna have to deal with that. I even know what that is, but it's gonna have to do. So, yeah, I mean, I need a shave as well. You learn from it. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not so much that I did something intrinsically like wrong. It was more so that maybe it's a price. Like, there's three types of objections. There's price objections. There is service delivery objections, and then there is trust objections. I think there's one like I've said that in the wrong order. I've said the one I've missed. I feel like I've missed one. But basically, they're either, when you state the price, they're either unsure on whether the service works. They're unsure of you as the salesman. They're unsure on you. Like, they're not sold on you to be the person to do it, or they're not sold on, or they just simply can't pay the price. So I asked him. I was like, I asked them whether it was a price objection. Like, obviously, it wasn't forward like that. It was like, so what are your main objections? Like, what kind of, basically, I was implying. I was like, I was trying to get which one of the three objections are you objecting with? And I think it was more so the price. I think it was sold on the service, because hence why I was so happy with it. Maybe, I don't know if it was a problem because I came at him with a price when he didn't think there was one. Or maybe he just thought the price was too much. And for you guys wondering, by the way, can I just add, I think it might just be simply he can't pay the price, or it's a very high percentage of his net worth. Or I think it's simply if it was an actual good salesman in there, I think they would have sold him, like a good one, because I think he was still contemplating it, but not so much that he obviously paid it. But yeah, I think obviously it needs work. What I did do was, I don't know if I said this, but my friend is doing the same thing as me, and he's looking for clients, and he's struggling to even get calls. And I mean, I've got calls, and I was like, this guy's so sold on the idea, he's just not sold on the price. And I don't want to sit here and like throw this guy away when my friend is dying to get clients. So what I did was I basically just signed him on a free, like free agent, fucking FIFA career mode, free agent off the fucking free agent market. And I signed him, to which we're going to make the thing for free. Well, my friend is. I'm kind of giving him, offloading it all to him. Obviously splitting the percentage with him. So we're both getting a decent percentage of it, but I was like, I can't throw this away when my friend's dying for one. So I compromised, but like, it's still it would have been dumb to throw away, basically, because he wasn't paying the price. I tried for like, the call was literally an hour and 45 minutes. That's how sold he was. That's how, like, I stole an hour and 45 minutes of this guy's time. That's how sold he was. He could have just gone, nah, this is fucking shit. But he kept asking me questions. He was interested. He was excited. And then he kept contemplating the price. I really truly think if I was actually a good salesman, I would have closed it. But I'm not, and that's kind of the process. You can't just click your fingers and be the best in the world. It takes practice, it takes experience, and this is what this is. So I can look back at it and I'll be like, okay, I fucked up here. I can do this differently. I can do this differently. I can do this differently next time. And you just kind of expand on it as time goes on. But I mean, you're never going to get anywhere if you try and be perfect before you even start, because it's never going to work. You need to actually have experience under your belt. So obviously I've done sales calls, and I've now I've got clients on both sides of the companies, but I just think that I could have done better. It's just a learning curve, right? But yeah, I've got him onboarded. I'm going to call with him tomorrow, and the way I did it, rather than just completely compromising and making myself look like a bitch that needed the money, I was like, so yeah, we usually charge this, but what we can do is we need to cover our backs, because there's a lot of work that goes into the initial setup phase. So we need you to be committed, and I also have people that I need to pay on that, like to do stuff or whatever. And I sold it as that, and then said, so I tell you what we can do. We can call sometime this week and decide on exactly what it is that you need to create, and then once you've created it, then we can go from there. Right? So that shows that he's committed, because once he's recorded it all, boom, everything's ready. Everything can be uploaded. Everything is like ready to rock, right? But until that point, like, I would hate to just put a shit ton of work into something to just not come off because he's like, nah, you know what, actually I don't want to do this. You know? So that's another thing. But I think there's also another case of objection handling when they come with the price objection, or they come with like just objection in general, and they say like implying that what do you do with that money, right? I need to work on to articulate exactly what it is that, if I can be concise and be like that, this is what it does, this is what we do it, this is what we're going to pay for, then he's going to understand it. It's going to be much easier to sell. Which, I mean, I had that, but it wasn't like concise. Like, I had it in my head written down that I'd learned and I knew what to say. So I mean, yeah, I got him on board. I mean, it's got potential to get to like, I would say even 20k a month within the next 3 months once we get it up running. I was like, I'm not throwing this away, especially when my friend's struggling so much. So I was like, okay, I'll get him on board. I'll just split the stuff with my friend and we can run it together. But yeah, man, it's just people are probably watching this like, bro, you're so like, I've probably said something really stupid, like, why the fuck would you say that? And yeah, it's much easier said than done. Like, when you're in the call and he's just asking you, and you need to kind of respond with conciseness, confidence. You need to have belief in your product. It's not easy to do perfectly every single time. And that's why you do it, and then you can learn from it. Be like, right, I'm not going to say this next time. I am going to say this next time because I fucked up here, and this is an objection I haven't handled before. Okay, this is what I'm going to say next time he says it. And yeah, man, it's really and truly just as simple as that. So, I mean, yeah, it's just simply just going again, and just learning. So, yeah, I mean, for all of you guys watching that want to start an agency, that want to take sales calls, that want to start doing stuff with sales or whatever it is, right? I'm not perfect to any fucking extent ever, bro. I'm so, in the grand scheme of things, I'm fucking shit, bro. I am so bad. I am so bad. But the more you do it, the more you're going to understand it. You can't sit there and watch fucking thousands of YouTube videos and read thousands of books and then go into sales calls and be the best in the world. You know, you've got to have experience doing things. My computer's just turned off. You've got to have experience. You've got to have an understanding of stuff. You've got to have, like, experience is more valuable than anything. I would even go as far as saying, I don't know how to explain this actually. You've got, say you read 10 books on sales. If you have a bar from 0 to 10, right? You read 10 books on sales. Those 10 books that you read gets you to about 2 on sales. Like, that is equivalent to about 2 out of 10 on sales. Whereas if you take 10 sales calls, that's probably equivalent to about 6, 7, 8 out of 10 in regards to, like, improving your skill set when it comes to sales. Videos are also good, but I think experience, like, overshadows everything. I'm not perfect, but I'm only 20. I mean, I'm learning this stuff, right? I'm learning as I go. And I'm kind of proud of myself, the fact that I just don't give up. I just keep going. Like, just keep fucking doing it, regardless of how it goes, regardless of how I feel, regardless of how much of a failure I feel like when I finish them and I'm like, fuck, I fucked that up, you know? And you get demotivated, you just keep going and going and going and going and going, because it's how you get up and do stuff again is what makes people. So doing that, and that's basically the process, man. Truly. It's just learning, like, and not being attached to the outcome as well. I think that's very important, because I've already got someone that I'm making a product with, and it's gonna fucking blow up. So I'm like, I'm not too bothered about where I close it or not, and I think that kind of helped me. But still, I was like, I knew I can still sign this guy because I know he's still sold on the idea so much. He was so fucking excited. But I went to him the price, and he just threw a load of objections at me. He was like, "Oh, I just can't really justify paying that much right now." So I think it's more so him. Like, you can't get caught up on something when someone can't even pay the money in the first place. So, I mean, yeah. Like, although the benefit, you state the benefits, you state where it's going to get you, you state the, like, how it's going to get you to places, you state how it's going to work, like the benefits of which, how it's going to take you from your current situation to a new situation, how you're going to do stuff and whatever. But as well as you do that, if they don't have the money to pay it, if they don't have the money to pay you and stuff, then you're never going to be able to sell it, you know? So I just think that don't get too caught up on that, because there's not really much you can do about that, you know? Which is what I was... Yeah, but live and you learn. I now have 2 clients signed to my business. My new one, at least. I've got loads signed to the other one, but I mean, it's one that I run with friends, so it's not as profitable personally. So yeah, I really and truly think that it's just practice. Practice makes perfect, boys. So we keep going. Just don't sit in a hole of perfectionism and never start, because you always think you can be better at something, or something can be easier, or you're going to get better then you can start, or you're going to be better once you've done this and then you can start, because then you'll know everything, because it's never going to fucking happen. I say this all the time. I think I've said that fucking quote so many times. But yeah, I mean, it's still a result, isn't it? I didn't have it before. We're doing better than yesterday. So yeah, we learned today. And also, I went on a nice day trip today. It was nice. It was nice. I went to the house where they recorded Saltburn. It was fucking sick. Not so much that the film. Like, I wasn't really asked about the film. It was more so just the fact that the house was sick. If you look at my Instagram story, if you go on my Instagram right now, it's at the top of the description, and you go on my story, bro. Like, fucking look at that fucking photo, bro. It's crazy. Like, that is someone's life, you know. That's the kind of what I think that I aspire to have. Like, old money, like, bro, it's so nice. But yeah, regardless, just do stuff regardless of how you feel. Just keep fucking going, because you need to be relentless, and that's how you're going to get to where you want to get to. But with that said, there's going to be a new newsletter out tomorrow at 2 p.m. UK time, so go and check that out if you can. That is going to be out at 2 p.m. UK time, so 9 a.m. US East time and at 6 a.m. US West time. So it'll be there when you wake up. But yeah, with that said, subscribe to the newsletter. I'm 4 subscribers off of 100 still, so go and check that out. I'd really appreciate it, and I'm going to be dropping game in there and stuff like that. Obviously, I'm not perfect, but it's just stuff that I've learned and stuff that I think you guys could gain value from. But with that said, thank you for watching the video. I'm talking too fast, and I will see you tomorrow for day 131. Actually, before I go, I'm moving, bro. Boys, this is crazy. The amount of content that we're gonna get out when I get to fucking France is gonna be crazy. I'm going to France in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just under 6 weeks. So 6 weeks yesterday. So until then, we are fucking cooking. I need to get this whole community made by then. I want to get it cooking, and I want to get it out before I leave. So that's the goal there. But no details on that yet. But that is my number one priority right now. And yeah, we keep cooking. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to the fucking newsletter. Look at my Instagram story. Follow me on Instagram as well if you want. And I will see you tomorrow night. Appreciate you, boys. Au revoir. Thank you. Cheers.